when I couldn't tell the truth.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? We're gonna be reacting to what NBA legends and players think about Pete Maravich and how he would destroy in today's NBA. I reacted to a similar video about Larry Bird, but I have not done one about Pete. I haven't reacted to Pete in a while. It's been like 3-4 months. I was probably on campus the last time I reacted to him. So yeah, let's see what NBA legends think. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get straight into it.
Imagine Pistol Pete Maravich in today's NBA, a man that players and even legends say was several generations ahead of his time. The guy was shooting deep shots before they even introduced the three-point line. By the time they did, it was the last season of his career. He had dribble moves that players didn't even think of, and had unique passes that even the greatest point guard of all time, Magic Johnson, had to steal from. Just think about this. This guy scored 68 points without a single three. Imagine if he had a three-point line while scoring that many points. This is just a crazy thing to do, especially for a guard. Pistol Pete was a pure scorer.
Oh my god. Oh my. Ooh, shifties. Hum.
Defense in today's NBA. He was known for his ability to shoot from well beyond the three-point line, and his quick release and accuracy will make him a lethal threat from anywhere on the court. In an era where the three-point shot has become a staple of the game, Maravich's ability to shoot from distance will be a huge asset to any team. So I'm going to show you NBA legends and players talking about how good
Give me that snatch. Ooh, left-handed.
After this video, let me know how many points you think a prime Pistol Pete will average in today's NBA.
I know a prime me would drop 100.
He had all the tricks, basically. He could play in any era. He would dribble between his legs, behind his back, throw great passes, had great shooting range.
So that's where Rondo got it from.
And he was a great scorer.
Oh my gosh.
He
Okay, I thought he dropped them, but he got the ball back.
Game,
oh my gosh.
31 points one season when he led the NBA in scoring. So
underhand.
The era before, during, or even today.
Man, you couldn't steal it from Pistol Pete. He come down there and make up shots.
What type of shot was that?
You couldn't steal it from Pistol Pete. He come down there and make up shots in the air.
Well, I've never seen
the dribble the ball then pat it with one hand. That's where I saw that from Pistol Pete. That's where I got.
I've never. So he jumped, did this, and then shot it. I've seen the double pump, like the catch, pump again, but that even is rare. But the boy did a windmill shot. What is going on?
Got it from him.
A windmill midi. Oh my gosh. Give me that back. Oh, okay.
People always say, Jeff, he handled the ball like with the yo-yo. He could go this way with it, that way with it. He could put it this way.
Oh
Next thing you know, the yo-yo goes out.
Boy, looking like
yo-yo was the best. Okay.
He's not looking like anybody. Kyrie looking like him.
I mean, he could really handle the ball.
Pete was a tougher competitor in himself with his floppy socks and laissez-faire attitude, on the court, so to speak. He was a guy that could do it all. I mean, offensively, and we used to talk about it, a lot. Even talk with him because we were friends. And the things that he did, he practiced them. Nothing that he did was so much spontaneous. It was because he had done these things over and over again in practice.
I've seen that drill. That drill looks so scary, bro. You messed that up. Your
and I used to tell Clyde,
your wife will not be happy with you.
He only got 6 on me.
He shot a shot one time in practice. He came down on the break. He shot it. He let it go. He turned around and started running. And as the ball ripped the net, he said, he did the, he did this, and we all went like, Larry did that. Larry got that from him, and he knew he would do stuff like that. I was like, man, how good is that guy? He shoots the ball, turns around, and he runs it. As he's ripping the net, he just does that. Then we play horse, and he had some shots where he jumped out of bounds. He had shots I never thought of ever shooting shots.
Outside the line, jump in with 2 feet. It's off the backboard now. Come in the line, off the backboard. Spin on.
There you go, Bubba. Got a lot of tricks. Jump it on in, spin it off the backboard. We gotta be a bank. Gotta be a bank.
There's the whistle, and the first letter goes up on Hawkins.
You play Pete in horse, and it was an adventure because you go like, okay, I got no chance of beating him the first time.
Pistol can make that ball talk, I think.
Pistol Pete is a natural nickname.
Having the kind of career he had in college and bringing that same game and style in the pros, really make
people, rocking the superstar,
or I would say the people that didn't really get a chance to see him really missed something. We lost him too early. You know, because I think his accomplishment to the game of basketball, man, and how he played it, and how he loved it, and how he can do things with that basketball that most couldn't.
Leonard, Gervin.
We gonna remember it for a long time, man.
I've achieved a lot of great things in my entire lifetime in basketball, and I think I probably should feel fortunate that I was able to do what I did and have the relationships that I did and so forth in basketball, and played before the people and had the fans I've had and so forth. I think that means a little bit more to me now that I've gotten a little older and so forth than even a world championship would make.
I met Pete when he was maybe a sophomore in high school. I met him at Dolph Schayes' camp up in New York. And his father, Chris Maravich, was a guest speaker. And he brought his son, you know, he couldn't have been more than 13, 14 years old. But the skills that he had as a basketball player, even at that young age, were unbelievable. You knew that he was going to be a great player. He was an exhibitionist, the dribbling, the passing, you know, throwing the ball, taking it off its head, shooting it into the bag. I mean, he had so many tricks, it was unbelievable.
I would like to be remembered as a person that played the game for one standpoint, to entertain the fans.
Man, that ball looks like a part of his hand. And I said, he must spend a lot of time dribbling and dribbling and dribbling, and able to shoot the way he can shoot.
Tristan was like a guy, the game was boring to him, so he had to create things to keep him interested.
Pete just has so much razzle-dazzle in his game. He was just hard to guard.
The way he handled the basketball so flippantly and so
sort of
carelessly really offended a lot of basketball purists.
That is nuts. Offended a lot of basketball purists.
What Pistol would do, he would take the ball.
That's the problem with basketball purists. Everybody wants to, the game should be played this way. This is the right way to do. Bro, the game has to evolve at one point in time. If the game stays the exact same the entire time it's played, it's gonna get boring, and it's gonna get overplayed, and no one's gonna end up watching it. It's the reason why basketball was dying off until the flashiness of Magic and Larry revived it.
And set it behind his back, catch the ball, shoot.
Is that legal?
That was sweet.
Is that not a carry?
And
hold on. you refs out here, you internet refs. Let me know. Is this a travel?
What Pistol would do, he would take the ball and set it behind his back.
Is that a travel? He touched it with both hands before it fell on the ground. I don't know. I'm not a ref, but y'all are, so y'all let me know.
Catch the ball, shoot. That was sweet.
He was a true entertainer. And I think he looked at entertainment more than basketball.
Oof, behind the back.
He used his basketball as a form of self-expression, and one of the real leaders in bringing basketball into this sort of area of artistry. It was like his form of art.
It was like the ball was an extension of him. He could shoot it from deep, he could take it in, he could wrap it around. I mean, he was doing stuff that you never saw.
I've never seen that shot.
You know, and you never see a white boy doing that on top of it. This is a white boy I'm talking about. This ain't a brother, but he must have had some brother in him because he was a dazzler.
Pete was blessed with a great amount of ability, natural athletic ability. Pete could do a lot of amazing things with the basketball. He was really a showman. I mean, Pete would go out there, put on a show. I mean, that's what he wanted to do. That's how he looked at himself, as a showman.
Pete Maravich was so far ahead of his time. He was 10 plays ahead of everyone else.
He was a showman.
Everybody seems to have similar outputs on them. Like he was
Jason Williams,
a showman.
You think of Pistol Pete?
Looking at some of these little guys here,
So Jason Williams got inspiration from him? Did he? I don't know. I don't know if he said it before in a previous statement or something, but it would make sense. I see similarities.
Probably never saw Pistol Pete play. I hope they look on YouTube. Tell them who Pistol Pete was.
Holy! you know, in college, Pistol and I fought
the
for
low-cut
the scoring leader in the country. And all 3 years, I was second to Pistol. And I used to make excuses. The only reason Pistol scored more than me is because his dad coached him and so on and so forth. Until I got to play against him. And that was a lot of baloney. He was, goodness gracious. It's hard to describe somebody that was about 6'6", 6'7", handle the ball as well or better than myself. He just didn't shoot the basketball. He was a pure shooter. Yeah. He would pass the ball through the eye of a needle. I got a chance to play with him for the first time in the high school All-American game in Memphis. And it's tough. You're trying to play your game and you're watching him. Yeah. You know, you're in the backcourt with him. We were starting guard for the All-American team. And I got to be great friends with him from that point.
I can remember when Pete got traded from Atlanta, where he started his career, over to New Orleans when the team went down there in his expansion team. And they had never won a game. They were 0-14, and they were the worst team in the league. And Otto Moore was the center. They couldn't do anything, but Pete was just lighting them up. And the Portland Trail Blazers, we go in there. We had a team, and it was not the championship team, but we had a good enough team. And we were pounding them early, way up at halftime. And Pete in the second half just takes over, and he goes absolutely wild. He's playing 1 against 5, and he's up and down the court shooting jumpers, hooks, full court behind the back passes through guys' legs. He does everything. And in the very last play of the game, we're up 1, and Pete dribbles up. 4 of our guys go chase him because they know he's not going to pass it, and he's falling out of bounds, and he shoots it as he's tumbling over the row of fans in the corner. Literally. And I am standing underneath the basket waiting for the last rebound of the game. We're going to win the game, and they're not going to win a game ever, the New Orleans Jazz. And the ball swishes perfectly through the net. He's unbelievable. And he reminds me a lot, if you can compare him to anybody, to Steve Nash today, although Pete was much bigger. Pete was 6'5", and much more athletic in terms of the jumping ability until he tore his knee up. I mean, that really changed everything for Pete. And amazing about Pete, 44
so a more athletic
career
Steve
for 3
Nash.
straight years in an era with no three-point line. Dale Brown, who coached at LSU after Press and Pete were there. Dale Brown went back and charted all the games with the running score. You know, Maravich free throw, Maravich 22-foot jumper, Maravich layup. And he calculated that with the current college three-point rule at 19.9, Pete Maravich would have averaged 13 three-point makes per game, which would have given him a career average of 57 points per game under today's rules. That guy is unbelievable. We love him. We miss him terribly. What a great friend. What a great human.
I would like to put Pistol Pete at 2, because for me, he was the first, no offense, Brent, he was the first white guy with style and flair that I've seen. So
why would I take offense to that comment?
Because you're a white guy. Hold on, no, but Ernie's white. Ernie is not white. Ernie is not white. Ernie is light skinned.
Bro said Ernie is not white. Oh nah. Bro said Ernie is. Bro gave Ernie the. That's hilarious.
No, but my question to the panel is: was he the first white guy to have the flash and style and between the legs and behind the back? I mean, because my favorite move was the move he did to Jerry West.
Pete Maravich, he would take the basketball, right, and he would fake the pass. He would bounce it here, bounce it behind him, fake the pass, and you as a defender would jump, and he'd turn back around, catch the ball, and shoot it. That was a hell of a move. And I was like, okay, I got to try that. So I tried it in the game, and Steve Coulter stole it.
I was labeled very young as a showman. To try to bring fans back, you have to do something other than just put the ball in the hoop.
Pistol Pete Maravich's unique abilities would translate seamlessly to the modern game. If Maravich was playing in the NBA today, he would undoubtedly be one of the best players in the league. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me, again, how many points do you think a prime Pistol Pete will average in today's NBA? So make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Bro said it would have been 57. So I'll give him a calm 30. I'll give him a calm 30. He probably averaged 30. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Great video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
I'm just talking on this beat, like it's just you and just me. We can say the side of the beat.